Contagion issue 5 sees the remaining heroes face the army of the infected. Moon Knight launches his attack, allowing himself to be captured by the monsters so he can access their mind. Inside the mind of the urchin, he finds Elektra, who continues to tell him to follow her. She attacks him, trying to absorb Mark into the hive mind, but Mark attacks her. Outside in the real world, Pei is infected and joins Mark, who saves her from the mind tentacles. He tells her that they are inside Urchin's head and it's trying to protect itself. Pei tells Mark that she will be fine on her own since she's an Iron Fist and he needs to get inside the brain. Outside, the infection suddenly stops fighting, freezing the infected soldiers as Moon Knight finds the center of the brain and the infected Ruby at its center, telling her he's there to negotiate a peace. The woman says that he cannot be there and it takes Mark with its tentacles. Ruby manages to break the mind control, telling Mark to destroy this thing since it's eating her alive. Mark asks what it wants, but learns the infection doesn't know any better and it consumes until there is nothing left because it's its nature. Reed, Steven and Luke emerge from the infection, telling him that it's drawing from the consumed and he needs to set them free. The infection takes Mark over and tries to consume him, plunging him into a dark void as the tentacles cover him. Luckily, Pei frees him, revealing that she too has freed the other heroes, and they all attack the infection from within. Ruby returns, pleading to be freed, so Mark attacks it, freeing her from the infection as he returns to his own mind. Magico notes that the urchin has been separated from its host, so it's weak, so Mark goes in for the kill, but the monster is balled up in a shield by Sue Storm and the arriving Fantastic Four. Ben is happy to see his family again as Reed says that they need to get the creature back to his lab. Later at Yancey Street, Reed says that he was able to see the urchin's memories, learning it was contained in Kunlun for thousands of years and it will only grow to the size of its environment, which is why they have to build a terrarium for it that is reinforced with vibranium to hold it. Jessica wonders why it attacked and Reed says that it was designed by nature to do it and someone along the way infused it with magic and made it into a weapon, making it violent. Reed says that it doesn't matter now since he has a serum to protect against the fungus so they can all sleep easy now. Later, Ben meets with Ruby who wants to thank the hero for helping her get out of the fungus. Ben is welcome to help but thinks the best way that she can repay him is if her and the rest of the Yancey Street kids stop pulling pranks on him. Ruby kisses Ben on the forehead, telling him there's no chance of that ever happening. Contagion issue 5 ended the mini event in a fun and quite a weird way as Mark Spector saves the world. I loved all the weird horror elements this issue and throughout the series had, reminding me of movies like The Thing or Mimic. It was cool that the villain wasn't really actually a villain or actually killed. It was just a monster that was doing what was in its nature, and I'm intrigued to see if it will make a reappearance somewhere down the line, since it's a very interesting concept, this fungus that just infects everything it can touch, and it was once a living weapon under Kunlun, which I think is really cool. Overall, I really enjoyed this quick little event, and it was nice seeing different characters given the spotlight. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10.